Hey guys, ETN Sun here from Sunbros, and it's time for another Hero Quick Look video, and today we are covering my main man, Wukong. Wukong is a class assassin warrior, and his role is mobility and control. As you guys can see in the bottom left, Wukong's stats are pretty much even keel across the board. Wukong's passive, God of War, each time Wukong uses an ability, his next normal attack is enhanced with additional damage. Wukong also tumbles towards the target. Additionally, Wukong gets an extra 15% crit chance permanently. With Wukong's first ability, Shadow Clone, Wukong disappears temporarily and gains movement speed. With Wukong's second ability, Great Sage, Wukong tumbles towards the specified direction, gaining armor and magic defense. And lastly, Wukong's old monkey business, Wukong unleashes inner chi, knocking nearby enemies into the air, dealing damage and stunning them. Next, we're going to be moving on to Wukong's pros and cons. Starting with his pros, which are the strengths that you're going to want to focus on utilizing when you're playing as him, and the things you're going to want to avoid when you're playing against him. Number one, Wukong has huge burst damage. I mean, his damage is unlike any other hero in the game, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons why I main him. If you really like to, I don't know, one-shot, two-shot people, just blow up entire sets of people who are standing too close together, then Wukong might be the guy for you. Not only does Wukong hit like a truck with some insane burst damage, but he can also execute these abilities and hits very, very quickly in quick succession to the point where he's just hitting you over and over and over again before you really have a chance to react. Wukong's second pro is his incredible mobility. Between the movement speed that he gains from his first ability, Shadow Clone, and the tumble he has from his second ability, Great Sage, Wukong has some phenomenal mobility. Add in the fact that his passive allows him to tumble towards enemies after using an ability, and you can use it to close the gap with enemies or jump over walls after jungle minions, which makes his jungle clear very quickly. So if you like to be an extremely mobile killing machine, then Wukong again might be the guy for you. And our third and final pro for Wukong is that he has phenomenal escapability. Between his ability to go invisible and to tumble with his second ability, Wukong can get out of very, very difficult situations. One of my favorite things to do on Wukong is to get in the closest bush I can find, hit my invis, get to the next bush, and then dive out of that. And before the enemy even knows where Wukong has gone, I'm halfway across the map farming again. Wukong has some incredible pros, guys, and that is one of the reasons why I main him. And I definitely suggest if you guys are interested in playing an assassin or playing the jungle, that Wukong is a guy that I would look at. Now, on the flip side, we're going to talk about his cons or his weaknesses, things you're going to want to avoid if you're playing as him, things you're going to want to take advantage of if you're playing against him. His first con is that he's very susceptible to crowd control. That's why you have to make sure that the rest of your team is engaged before you jump into a big team fight, because if not, the frontline tanks or mages will turn on you, crowd control you, and kill you down. You are a pretty squishy hero, regardless of how much incredible damage you deal. His second con is that he's very frontline reliant, and this is kind of to my point that I made earlier. Wukong really does best when his frontline, his tank and off tank have already engaged into the fight, because they're causing those big time disruptions and distractions, and allows Wukong to get in with his invisible, unseen, and allows him to cause havoc on the backline. Bam, 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 1, 2, 3. It's very frequently when my front lane engages properly that I can go in with Wukong in the backline and I can wipe out 2 or 3 squishies on that backline without even batting an eye. And Wukong's third con is that he needs to be relatively fed. Unfortunately, Wukong doesn't do a ton of damage when he's not taking advantage of his passive. Wukong's passive is the one that gives you extra damage and causes you to tumble towards enemies after using an ability. Well, guess what? If you use all your abilities and use all your passive tumbles, then you're out of the ability to do some massive extra damage. Now, his auto attacks aren't worthless, but they're definitely a big part of his kit. So if you're not fed, what ends up happening is that you end up not being able to one-shot people with your abilities, and then you sit there, your abilities are on cooldown, trying to figure out how to kill them without doing all your burst damage. That's it for this one, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and please check out our other Hero Quick Look videos. And don't forget to head over to the Sunbros channel and check out the new How to Play Arena Valor playlist, as well as the new top 5 playlist that we released. If you guys are interested in finding out more about the top 5 best mages in the game, top 5 worst mages, and things like that, head over there and check those out because they are some pretty good videos, guys. But thanks for watching, and as always, till next time.